Hello, Nimil bhai.
Good evening.
Good evening, Nimil bhai. Sorry, I just got
It's
stuck with
yeah, sir.
physiotherapist.
Yeah, sir. Perfect.
So, can we begin?
Yeah, sir. Please.
Uh, Fine.
Yeah, please. It's all right, sir. We can start.
Yes, good evening, friends. Uh, Welcome to Baroda Management Association Friday evening talk. And today we have a excellent faculty who is going to deliver a talk on absolutely new subject, and it's very interesting. It's basically a trading business, old school versus new age practice. How people were doing trading business in old time, and how this era has brought changes. So we have Reshma Madam. She is one of the best speaker, and she has been doing this kind of program. She is from Pune. She has studied Marathi medium SSC from Pune, and then she did her diploma in electrical engineering from Government Polytechnic Pune. Then she did her B in computer, and she was the topper throughout her engineering, and she is a gold medalist and one of the brilliant person. She is a Six Sigma champion. She's basically started her own business at a very young age, and I think that at that young age, she has defeated all the Pune old king in business, and she was rated as one of the best business woman in those days. I know about 20 years back. She is a member of BNI, Rotary Inspira, President elect, and Amateur Astronomer Club secretary. She has a lot of interest in astronomy, animal welfare, gardening, and I think she is a great speaker also. She has a brilliant academic career and brilliant or probably successful trading business owner. And I think that she is the right person to talk on this subject. So, without spending much time between speaker and you, I request Reshma Madam to begin with her presentation. Thank you.
Hello, hello all. So thank you, Deepak Bhai. So introducing me so elaborately, it was such a great pleasure for me. So I once again genuinely thank all of you. I am very, very, very happy to get associated with Baroda Management Association and giving me this an opportunity. As Dinesh Bhai said, that I am such what to get say successful person or something. It is not something like that. In business, we all know there is nothing called as success. So every day is a learning day. So I learned certain things, I experienced certain things. You must be doing some things and you must be experiencing. So on this kind of platforms, we share experience. So it's not today I'll be teaching you something, but yes, I'll be learning a lot of things from you as well. Before we start, we are going to do two basic things. First of all, we are not going to talk about COVID 19, its effect on the business, and all those negative thought processes. We all know how to take care of COVID, how to take care of Corona. We know how to take care of ourselves and our loved ones. So let's not talk about it. Second thing, what we are not going to do today is we are not going to talk about what mistakes we did in past, what problems we did. What we are going to refer to the problems according to what solutions are available in current age. Typically, in business, this happens. We start focusing on the problems than to focusing on the solutions. So today we will focus more on the solutions. We will accept, yes, there were difficulties, there were problems, but now these are the solutions we will be learning. So before we start, actually, I'll just play a small video clip for all of you, and it's going to be a little fun moment, or we can say it is going to be something, a light moment. So what we will do is, just a moment, let me just play this video so that we will be able to continue with this. Deepak bhai, could you please help me on this video? Yeah, this is what it is. So just let me know. I have made my audio on, so you will be able to see that.
Calma, calma, calma. Ué! Hã? Dura, saluba, rosa, dura. Cambura, bom. Hã? Cambura, bom. Baúna, zuna, bocura. Ué! Baúna, zuna, bocura. Muda. Hã? Aí que buri, de lava o osso, tá cara, pô. Hã? Parou! Parou! Ué! Ué! Hã? Parou! 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 Ué! Tu não salou, né? Poxa, sou botão. Hã? Parou! Parou! Hã? 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 Hey!
What?
So that was this small video which talks about a lot of things which happens in a businessman's life. Are you able to see my screen, Deepak bhai?
Yeah, yeah. Your screen is visible.
No problem. So let us start
Speak little
talking
louder.
about. Yeah,
Speak little louder.
no problem, sir. I'll take care. So we will start talking about now what was the old school practice and what is the new thing which is coming for all of us. So first of all, let us understand that why we select the trading business. Over the manufacturing industry, we know it requires very less capital. It requires maybe a good computer and a good laptop or maybe good printer, one accounting software, good internet connection, if required, a stock handling place on rent, and that's it. So the amount of capital that you are investing is comparatively very less over the manufacturing. It doesn't require any dedicated machinery to be purchased. So naturally, with overdraft facility from bank, you can always manage your entire show of business. You do not need any kind of extra loan or extra CC to be taken care of. The manpower which gets involved in any kind of trading business is of a very minimal skill set. I will not say it does not need a skill set, but typically skill set like accounting or inventory management or maybe stock movement or FMCG. So typically, and major investment is for the sales. Many a times, the trade business is owned by the traders, owners only. So they become the directors of the company and they hire the staff who are good into sales. So the manpower investment is ample available over the skill investment available for all the service or manufacturing industry. The second, the most important part is the flexibility in the business model. In Maharashtra, we have seen one category at the moment. It was very, it's a good learning because of a lot of situations which are not supporting in Maharashtra. So there is a continuous lockdown, and over one lockdown, another lockdown is happening. Now, my friends in Maharashtra, many of my friends who have started their trade model from some manufacturing unit, manufacturing products or electronics products to now livelihood products. Like they start selling chicken or they start selling sabji or they make the doorstep deliveries for some food products they make at, they have started making the trade business model into a time friendly business model. The flexibility, because they had the entire setup ready. The godown is ready, accounting is ready, products are ready, and the market is also ready. They just need to gap the bridge. So the flexibility in this model ultimately gives a lot of value, a good amount of return on investment. That is the reason one gets attracted towards trading business. Naturally, it was sometime back, maybe I can say that it was 30, 35 years ago when I was in schools. But I have seen people around me doing the business. Or when I was doing my Six Sigma, I have done a lot of case studies where better the stock, better was the trade business. Now the situation has changed a lot. Better the contacts, better the data gives a better the trade business. Now, what exactly does this mean? We will come to know over the next slides. Now, what happens in a typical trade business? Say tomorrow you're a manufacturer and you feel like you want to start a trade business, or you are a service agency and you want to say, I want to start a trade company. First of all, we have understood why am I requiring a trade company. Now, let me tell you a typical workflow, what exactly today's customer needs. They need a good manufactured product. But the good manufactured product should reach the market in the appropriate sales channel. That's the reason trade is important. Reaching of a product is not the last, but servicing of the product is also equally important. And post servicing of the product, research and manufacturing. Research, because going back to the market, asking for the feedback and modifying the product. is also required. This is one type of service industry which is coming up in the current age. So your trade, your business, if it is getting supported either from the manufacturer or from your service agencies or from your research agencies, believe me, you are going to really ride the wave. So the typical workflow, you approach the manufacturer, you approach the original equipment manufacturer or the parent company, whosoever you are dealing with. You already have a customer data pool or you create your customer data pool according to the product that you are taking up for the sales. You create your own brand as a trading company. Now, on this question, I'm very sure there will be always a question raised like, really? My product itself is a brand. I don't need it. I sell this particular brand. I sell Tata. I sell Godrej. So they themselves are the brand, and whosoever they are purchasing from, it doesn't make a difference. But my friends, please understand, we are talking about our own trading company. We are not going to be manufacturing at the moment. Whenever we are talking about trading, treat that particular business unit as a different business unit. No matter. Manufacturing is also your own business unit. If you have three children, you will not make only one rice for everyone. You will always take care that everybody gets their own pie of their own liking. So your business units are demanding different things. So create your brand as a different company. Let people believe that how does that come. On this particular point, we are going to have one entire slide because that's the new thing. That's the new age. In 2021, people are looking for trading as a brand. How? I will come to that point. Define your own USP. USP is unique selling point. If at all you are selling something, why people will buy it from you? Because whenever there are, say, there are parties who can sell the same product, why they will come to you for buying? If you're not having that answer, believe me, we are really needing a good correction in our own process. And if you know that, yes, wherever am I going, this is my USP, then display it. Be proud of it. There is nothing harm. You can always display with that USP to your customers. Now in Pune, people who have already visited Pune will always understand. Now I will tell you, there is a very famous sweet mart, Chitale Sweet Mart. Now these guys, they keep their shop closed from 1 o'clock afternoon to 4 o'clock afternoon. That's their USP. And they proudly say that, yes, we are closed from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock. At 4 o'clock, whenever I invite all of you to come to Pune, there is a queue in front of the shop for buying the same goods which are available in the next shop, maybe some sweets or some namkeen or anything. But what is the USP? They have displayed it. Knowing USP and keeping it with yourself is not the current trade business. Once the sales cycle is completed, you approach the manufacturer, you approach the customer, you convince the customer buys from you, you completed the transaction, you gave the product to the customer. The story doesn't end there. You earn the profit, but acknowledge to the customer that whether the product is working, be in relation. Now, as a business person, we all do this. But as a process, does your company do this? If at all, tomorrow you are going on a holiday for Mauritius for 2 months, does your employees are doing the same thing? If the answer is coming no, your workflow is asking for a change. And if at all, in the old practices, people used to follow their owners and they used to do that. The managers used to be almost like the son of the owner and sir आप आइए मैं ऑफिस में मैं पूरा देख लूंगा and owners also to be very happy. But in today's age, there is something which is called as a system. There is something process has to be driven, and there is something that you need to continuously keep a watch because customers are very expected to get lost from our own businesses. So this is a typical workflow that is happening in the long time. Now, we talked so many good things about trading business. It's a high value ROI. You can have a flexible business model. You can change according to time, this and all. But there are a lot of problems. I'm sure people who are already in trading business sitting in this crowd will be having a smile on their face saying, say, ma'am, I know you're talking all the good things, but come in my office and see how am I worried about my stock? How am I worried about my delivery boy? How my goods get vanished sometimes? And how my customers put me down in the margins? I know, I know, because I have been into trading business so close, so long. So I know, and like some time back I was into sales, but now I have shifted myself into finance. So I know what exactly pinches a trading owner. The most important thing is the higher competition. The way you think, the way I think, almost everybody thinks that it's a higher ROI business, lesser capital investment, flexibility. Let's jump into trading. It doesn't need a lot of space. It doesn't need a lot of office. I can sit at my home. I can take another company. I'm working for one company. I will take another. I will start an agency on my wife's company and I will start working for the same. I will supply the goods to my own company where I'm working at the moment. Such kind of competition you cannot play because those people are not dedicated trading companies. Those people are mushrooms and mushrooms always kill the trading market. There is another problem that is margin cutting. We just saw in the video. Finally, two sellers started selling by cutting their own margins and resulting into profit of somebody else. It was always better to make a union, to make a ring, to make an understanding and to accept let's not go beyond this margin. But unfortunately, in trading business, this kind of maturity is very less found. I will not say it is never found, it is found, but sometimes it becomes so pressurizing from the manufacturers that the margin becomes a secondary part, but the business becomes a major part. But all of us, we are business people. Believe me, if we are not taking away anything from our own business as a profit, does that really make any sense in making that business? So, the important part is securing your margin and doing the business. And sometimes by open heart, you have to say that, okay, I don't want to do this business. This problem in the trading business, what happens is margin cutting is not a problem, but coming out of the transactional issue is the problem. So whenever you are into transactions, you do not understand that at the end of the year, when the auditing starts, you come to know, oh my God, I was under impression that I did this amount of profit, but ultimately I have not done that amount of profit. That margin cutting is a very crucial part. It's a very slippery stone. Nowadays, in 2000, I can say that I have seen loyalty till 2012, 2013. People used to talk, oh my God, this person has given me good product. This particular company gives me reliable solutions. Or maybe instead of buying from this, I will buy from him because he has more knowledge in this particular industry. But now that loyalty is no more remaining with the customers because there is a huge amount of market competition which has come from digital people. Because of the global open policy from government of India, there are major market players who have started coming in, like Amazon is there, Flipkart is there, and so many of them there. I will not name only Amazon and Flipkart because they are the largest one. But tomorrow, if at all, you should not be surprised if your product is coming onto the Flipkart with a half price sale. What you exactly you're doing? How you are going to react onto that? So that customer loyalty is no more remaining. Now let's not really talk about bad about customers because customers are God. Tomorrow, if you want to buy maybe a Samsung phone or maybe an iPhone, you know there is a friend of yours and who sells mobile phones. You will go there, you will pay him 1,10,000 and you'll say, I want one iPhone. That's it. Are you really going to do that? Let's be honest. We are not going to do that. We will first of all check onto all the internet sites. We will go to the 2 3 shops around it. We will tell why आपसे ही खरीदूंगा मैं मगर मुझे मार्केट से ये प्राइस आ रहा है आप मुझे कितना कम करवा के दोगे so finally you purchased out of friendship from that but you did not fool yourself so when you yourself are not doing it how you expect your customers will pull themselves? They are going to study the market. They are going to improve themselves in purchasing year on year. And now the entire comparison is available in their pocket on the mobiles. So they do not need to go around and search for one. Anywhere across the globe, wherever your products are getting available, they can compare. Now, problems are dangerous. I know. How to deal with it? It's easy. It's just one screw we just need to loosen up, another screw we need to tighten up, and the things will be okay. Don't worry. It's a dependent type of business model. Like we become children and our parent companies become the dictators. Today you have to go to school, so you need to go to school. Today you have to sell at this particular price, and you need to say yes, yes, sir, I will be doing this amount of. Parent companies say that you need to do this amount of target, and you need to accept those targets. Trading business has these flip sides as well. So this is one problem where trading companies or wherever people entering into trading companies want the business to be done, but they are scared of the targets that they need to carry. If at all it doesn't happen, then what kind of punishment do I get? What kind of fine will I have to pay, or whatever certain kind of things. In trading business, comparatively, a lesser predictability is there because a lot of market scenarios keep changing, like the stock, or maybe what you can say, the Nifty or your Sensex. It goes higher and it goes lower. So naturally, the product purchase commitments from the market start changing from here and there. So naturally, my predictability for a particular time, for a particular day, can vary. So all these things in comparative, we can say that there was an expected ROI, but the resulting ROI can be different. It can be lesser. For this slide to end up, I will tell you, for a human, there is a tendency of thinking on the both sides of the river. When I'm at the manufacturing side, I always feel, यार ये ट्रेडर लोग तो बड़े अच्छे काम करते हैं, मैंने तो पूरा मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कर लिया, ये तो बैठ के स्टॉक उठा रहे हैं और खा रहे हैं. When a stock person is there, a trading person like me is there, I always wish, yeah, I should have been a manufacturing company so that 100% profit was mine. But believe me, manufacturing has its own level of difficulties and trading has its own level of difficulties. If both the companies come together, make a common strategy and start working, believe me, you are going to be the winners. So now, how to approach? How to approach the market and gain more and more profit. Now here I am going to ask you certain questions. My questions are not going to be very easy. You need not answer me in chat box. You need not answer me unmuting your mic. Just need to answer for yourself and you will understand where exactly we all are sitting. Absolutely, few years ago, I was one of you. So I never say that that I have come from some heaven. No, no, I was one of you. So my consultant asked me this, that do you have angel friends sitting in the cloud? And I said, wow, I don't know whom. So this is the question which I will ask. If you know, yes, your friends are sitting in cloud, just raise your hands, sitting at your home. But if you don't understand these questions, let me tell you, there are a lot of services, there are a lot of cloud-based services, there are a lot of internet-based services which are ready for you to work. That is called, in common words, it is called as social media marketing. I have seen when Secretary Sir was running your introduction video, I saw you have gone through certain lectures like WhatsApp media, WhatsApp marketing, and such kind of things. We see those things. We know there is something called as Facebook. We know there is something called as Google. We know there is something called as website, e-commerce. Really? Have we explored it? Have we implemented maybe 10% of it? Now, if you say, I am an electronics manufacturing company, do I really need to have? You need to have. Because how people will come to know There is a company sitting in Baroda doing an excellent job and can be reliable enough. In Pune, there can be another company who need to get connected to you. How they are going to find out? So you should have a good website. Your website should be good, be registered to Google. You should pay to Google to make your search engine work for you. You should have a good Instagram page. You should have a good WhatsApp web. So all those things you should invest in web marketing in all simple words. Now, this is another thing which happens typically. Yes, sir, I have invested into my marketing agency. I've uploaded everything to them, and now they will start working for me. They will do their business, sir. They will not do your business. Make sure that the company works best for 24 by 7, 365 days for your company. So you have to give them enough amount of work to deal with. You have to review it. How is it working? How it is not working? And then you will make the necessary changes. And then your strategy will get finalized, or you can say it will get more mature, and you will start getting more and more benefits. So working on the angels of cloud is something that is a need of today's age. So without any delay, after my presentation, get get in connect contact with any of your friends who are doing social media marketing. There are a lot of freelancing companies who are doing this, and invest. They do not charge very high, but invest into that, and you will see wonders. You will see, oh my God, these people also were searching for me, and now I find them all. The most important, now this is term which all of the Six Sigma friends must have gone through, be the term. Be the term. Term is like top of the mind. Whenever you talk about, so whenever anyone talks about the product in your industry, your company name should come to the top of their mind. If at all you're not able to make it, then we are losing on a higher scale of the market. So, how to become the term? Now, you can do anything. Like a very typical example is there. Um, McDonald is a very classic example. Mr. McDonald, the Joker, which who sits outside every outlet, is a Tom. Whenever you see that Joker as a figure, you relate it to McDonald. So you have to create certain things associated with your own brand, which is the Tom. Now you will once again ask me, ma'am, brand is for the manufacturing. How come a brand can be for trade? If you feel trading doesn't need marketing, then you are not going to have it. Today, trading needs your own brand. So naturally, if you want to be in the trend, you have to create your own brand. Tools are available. Tools are ample available in front of you. Dedicate your time. Invest certain kind of brain. You all are creative. All entrepreneurs are very creative. Unfortunately, we are not aware these tools. We feel, my God, Google must be expensive. No, it is not. We feel Facebook must be expensive. No. YouTube must be expensive. No, they are not expensive. So just spare some time, just do some research, use the time wisely, and start focusing. And it is never late. You start today, you have ample data with you. Say your business is say 18 years old business, so you have 18 years of data with you. Whenever you will come onto Facebook page or you come onto Instagram page, you have 18 years of data with you. Start pouring in. Your people will come to know, my God, this company is so reliable. Who are your customers? Collect their reactions, collect their photographs, asking them, make the brands associated with you. Competition brands will automatically get associated. The approach of the market should be changed. Make it the way market thinks for you. Now you should know how the market thinks for you. That is what we are talking in the next slide. And that is understanding our customers and talking their language. We all do KYC in the banks. When was the last KYC you did with your own customers? Now, when you're doing a KYC, you should know their demography, the age group, the genders. If at all you are into personalized sales, then your likings, your disliking, your personal interest. If you're into mechanical or if you're into electronics, electrical, the industry vertical, the applications, your market share. Now, there is a, say, take an example, it's very easy. Okay. Your market share is, say, you're on the 30th rank. Say there are 100 players in the market and you are on the 30th rank as per the record in the local market wherever you are playing in. That means 29 players have eaten your share in the market. As simple as that. Do not think that, oh my God, I did everything and still I'm on the 30th. No, you were not able to approach those all 29 people wherever they have approached, and that is the reason you are on 30th. So that opportunity is lying on your table that you have not attended. Whatever you lost is always that is to be focused first. Whatever you are gained is going to remain again because you have already set the process for it. So that is the reason you can always look for better sales or business opportunity. Now, you know your customers. Take an example. Your age group of customers is 18 to 25. Take an example. Now you should know where these 18 to 25 people are there. Or if you know my customers are retired age group, 55 onwards, where you will find them? You will find them in the stock exchange site. You will find them into banking sites. You will find them into some kind of social service associated sites. So naturally, if you know your customer well, display yourself there. They'll catch you better. So you have to have a strategic for the way you can trade your own products. Define strategy for trading and attending. It's a very important role play. So defining the goals is very important. Typical behavior in the trading business is completion of targets. So we do not become the owners of the trade business. We become the business managers for our own businesses. And that's the reason we always feel I'm doing the business, but I'm not gaining anything out of it. That's a very big dissatisfaction I've seen on a very large scale, on a very large number of people in the trading business. So it is not that way. Define a goal. How? First of all, dream it. Widest. Then define it into the proper terms and then achieve it. Now, dreaming something is easy. I want to become a prime minister. Dreaming. It's easy. But how? That definition has to be clear. The work path has to be clear. So that definition has to be defined and daily it has to be reviewed. If you do not review, it's not going to work for you. And then the achievement, it's easy. So first of all, while definition, what you should do, SWOT. I'm sure everybody has heard about SWOT: strength, weakness, opportunity, and threats. As I rightly said it in the start of the presentation, we are not going to talk about threats. Opportunities, we all are aware of. That's the reason we are into business. But are we aware of our strength? Sometimes you must have seen this. It happens. Your friends speak, सर आप में ये स्ट्रेंथ है, सर आप में वो है, मैम आपने ये करना है, मैम आपने वो करना है. And internally you feel, no man, I know it is not my cup of tea. So what is really strength that you believe and you are aware of? That's more important. And that weakness that you are really aware of. Weakness is not something a trait. Weakness is something which can be corrected. So I'm weak, say maybe I'm not good in English speaking. It doesn't make a difference. Even my customers do not. So you are comfortable in your own mother tongue. Customer is talking your mother tongue. Go ahead. It's not going to stop your business. That's not your weakness. So exactly what is the weakness? Strength and weakness for achieving your own goal is required for us to do. Now, after knowing your own strength and after knowing your own weaknesses, we are going to talk about one important thing, that your competition weakness. एक बार आपको अपने स्ट्रेंथ का पता नहीं होगा तो भी चलेगा सर, मगर आपके कंपटीशन का वीकनेस होना बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है. You should know where competitors are failing. Make yourself strong there, and every step, every quarter, you are going to rise one step ahead. You do not need any rocket science for it. Whatever deals you have lost, go back, check it out. Why did I lose this deal? What I would have done to win this deal? Wherever you find it's possible, make that correction. Your competitor is getting weakened. So if you are clear that my competition is weak here, hit every deal at that particular point, you are going closer to the deal every time. Definite a timeline. This is another thing in the transaction, in the timeline transactions, we all become little tough, and the review schedule gets haywire. We sometimes become little lethargic. An entrepreneur is always happy when he gets some money in particular deal. He says, "Abhi to ho jayega. Abhi mera ekdam set hai sab." And sometimes he loses some deal and he feels very lost. So abhi mere se kuch hoga nahi, मैं अभी धंधा बंद करूँ. So do not do all those kind of. Let's not go into mental whims. Let's go on a very definite timeline. Create a backup plan to reach a goal. If this doesn't work, whatever we have dreamt, if this doesn't work, are you ready with your plan B? If your plan B is ready, things are going to be easy. While taking all this second, like while we are redefining our own strategy and catering our own business with a new style, style of thinking, what we can do is we can take care of business health factors and we should do a lot of risk management. Are we having a second line of force ready? Second line of force should be aware of the entire part of the business because trading is a very time sensitive job. So tomorrow, if at all you need to remain out of office for maybe 3 days or 4 days, your second line of action should take care at equal level. Secure your stock and inventory with good amount of insurance. So for any unforeseen situations, you are secured, no extra burden is there. You yourself should be secured with a good keyman insurance policy. So tomorrow, by it should not happen, but in case something happens to you, your business should be taken care by the policy. Now, this sounds something which is little weird, but my friends, I'll tell you, I have been interacting with thousands of people here, and many of them they are least bothered about their own insurances. Your business needs you. You are not business. You are a part of your business. So you need to insure yourself for the business. Keep a healthy financial relation with your parent company or the banker or the vendor from wherever you're purchasing because they give you better opportunities. They make you to go to the better deals and they crack certain deals for you. Keep your taxation audit records up to date. That makes customers happy. So getting away from the taxation or getting away from the audit procedures is something which might happen in startups, but it's not a good healthcare. You should have that everything in place. And do not hesitate to appoint staff whenever it is required. In trade business, it is observed multiple times that appointing a staff is taken as a scare. Like tomorrow, this person gets out of my company and will start his own company to start. He cannot take the creativity of yours. He cannot take all that effort that you have put into your own business. He will go with your own data. That's it. Then, if you are feeling scared of appointing a human staff, appoint a digital staff. It's okay. Your cloud angels sitting there will work as a staff member for you, but appoint them. So that's the business health factor that we will be doing. So on the we are just having a 10 slide presentation. I'm just ending up the presentation saying so that an entrepreneur never gives up. He finds every opportunity in every kind of situation. उसको थोड़ा पैसा दिखा दो. Ideas अपने आप चले आते हैं. So think about it that if you work today, you are going to really rule the market. Appoint social media as your trusted partner. Support your business with modern tools like CRM. CRM is a software which is right from peanuts cost available to SAP like cost. So it is called as customer relation management. So those entire softwares give the entire database at one single click to you so that your customers are happy with you. Whatever data, whatever deals they have done for past 20 years, the entire data will be with you. Appoint e-commerce. Do not get, believe me, do not get hesitant to deal with e-commerce. Appoint e-commerce, embed e-commerce to your websites so that customer easiness of doing business is very important at the moment. Do net banking, provide net banking facilities to customers. I have seen many friends of mine who are still not using net banking because of the security functionality. Not necessary. Government of India is taking a lot of care for avoiding phishing. So why we are stopping ourselves? चेक निकालना, उसको डिपॉजिट करना, बैंक में क्लियरिंग के लिए. Why? When RTGS, NEFT, IMPS is doing for us, it's a point of time. So let's do that. And let's appoint cloud services. If you do not want to invest a good amount of money at the start, ठीक है, we can start investing penny by penny by using SaaS model, that is software as a service model. So all these tools are available for us in today's age, and we just have to jot down a plan and start working. Whatever we were doing, we were doing. That's a history. So let's clean the slate, take a deep breath, and start the show. Good luck. Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Reshma Madam, for a wonderful lecture. Uh, your talk was really useful. In fact, the people who are in a trading business, this was basically showing them the way out that if your trading business is declining, care you should take. So I think it was really a eye opener for many people who are doing the routine business. So a lot of useful tips I think will help people to groom their business further. I think I leave the forum open for asking questions. I think you can ask the questions into the chat box. Trading means it related to share market. So it is not related to the share market. So that is basically somebody else. Many people are now knowing how to do share purchase from mobile app and laptop. How this business will work more in future. So I think they thought that trading business is only a share markets. I think it is in a very broader sense that even if you are selling a pencil or you are selling a computer or you are selling software or you are selling a service or you are selling a tiffin services. So these are all trading and service business. We request to speak loudly, please, as you are not audible properly. I think that was there is one more question that if there are more than 10 competitor, how you can cartel and form a ring if there are many? Number one. The second question is that normally people in the market see one trading business getting successful, so then a lot of people are getting into the business, same business, and getting into the trading business is easy. So OEM appoints more dealer, more distributor, and then he want to increase his number, so he increase the competition among the dealer, and ultimately the business for the dealer and distributor gets spoiled. So how you protect your interest, or how you dealer protect his interest against the manufacturer or OEM?
Okay. This is a very typical scenario. Both the scenarios. One business gets successful, many people start thinking that we will also start into the same business model so that we will be able to generate a better thing. So then actually market gets divided. Or otherwise, the other part that you said that OEM appoints many people and then the market gets divided. Ultimately, customer number remains the same and the market is attended by many people. Either we should start focusing on better market area, we should expand, or we should start focusing on the strength of our own company. Say there are 10 players in the market, but understand what is the best thing that you have which other 9 are not having. If you focus onto that, you are going to remain in the market for a longer run. Initially, you might feel that you are losing a share, but later on, your competitors will come to know that this is tough. This is not easy. There will be few people in the market who will be happy with peanuts. So you will feel, oh my God, my margins are dropping. So at that time, it will be a conscious business call to go away from the market because initial cream what of that particular business is already with you. So playing for peanuts, it can be a business call. I will always recommend to take a conscious call when you have done enough of that particular product. OEM is not good, playing good with you. Get away. It's as simple as that. Because we should be honest and loyal to our own company. We should not be honest and loyal to OEM or the manufacturer. They pay us only the profit part, sale purchase profit part. They do not sell us the entire manufacturing cost. That will be my answer.
Yeah, thank you. And we note the presence of Jivraj Bhai from SVMIT Baruch and Jagdish Bhai Shukla. Shailesh Kumar, I think he just left. And there are many others who had attended this particular forum. Thank you very much for coming to this Baroda Management Association Friday evening talk. 8 o'clock is basically a call out for people. It's a curfew time, that lockdown time. So I think there are many people who has left because, and there are a lot of people who are attending this program on YouTube streaming because they don't have to be continuously on. So anybody who is driving from office to home, normally they prefer to view it on YouTube. So I think I will leave this forum open to our great Secretary Nimilbhai Bakshi. Nimilbhai,
Yeah, Deepak
he
bhai.
is the backbone of Friday evening talk. See, there are five major important component of Friday evening talk. One is the topic and speaker. Second is the participants. Third is your internet connection Zoom. Fourth is Baroda Management Association. And fifth pillar is our Nimil Bhai Bakshi. So these are the five strong pillar of Baroda Management Association Friday evening talk. So Nimil Bhai, thank you very much for continuously supporting FET, and he's doing this since last 10 years continuously. So I think he's doing a great job. So Neville Bhai, over to you if you want to say anything.
Yeah, Deepak bhai, very many thanks. It's all about credit to you that you identified the great speaker. And before you join, I talked to Madam that in my 29 years of career as an international and domestic trade, first time we have organized topic on trading part. And frankly speaking, Deepak bhai, this is the real sense what is the value of trading in the market that people are consider it as an share trading because ultimately maybe 100 people are connected with the share trading, but at the same time ratio is 100 to 1000, more than 10,000, I guess 1,000 people are doing the trading business. And in this subject, two things I'm appreciating. First thing about the business role in India as an traders. I have noticed specifically, madam, that people are a very basic fundamental thing that when come across the many multinational brand in various country, when I connected with many customers outside the country in export business, maybe one out of thousand email is a Gmail or Redmail or Yahoo. But in India, people are not even spending 200 rupees to domain purchase, and they
Very
feel that that should be my own identity.
Very true.
And even though people are selecting like Nimil underscore 70, 130, I don't know what is the meaning of that. Either is a birthday or where is the car number. Second thing in identity DP side, mobile. Frankly speaking, I am in a trading business and connect my mobile with many portals. So receiving around 70 to 80 calls every day. Out of 80, whenever I cross check, hardly five people have professional DP. Sometimes I don't think they are showing their grandson photo, their son photo, their own photo of school time. I don't know, but the very fundamental in trading business. See, these are as a traders what we have at hand in our business. The only thing is our identity. Somebody has asked, there are the 10 competitor. I think that's a great opportunity that you can do the best business in 10 competitors, because believe me, out of 10, 6 to 7 competitors are in the market since last 20 years, and they believe that they are the best. So when अब कुछ खोने का ही नहीं है तो पाना तो 100% है, because
Absolutely.
I enter in this market after 19 years of business as a sales and marketing job. Since last 8 years are completing. Same thing is happened. There are more than 15 to 20 competitors are there. But being engineer, when I entered into the market, I know from the day one that what is the biggest negative strength for the engineer is most of the time we are doing the catalog selling.
Very true.
अब मैं कई बार मैं देखता हूँ, many times I've noticed for Deepak bhai never ever show his visiting card. First time maybe show in me, never ever show in any catalog. But मेरी लाइफ में जहां भी ऑटोडेस्क बैठता है ना, कैड बैठता है, वो बोलेंगे जरूर उसके बारे में, और मुझे हैमर कर रहे हैं कि रोशनी कंप्यूटर इज डूइंग दिस बिजनेस. ही नेवर ओपन से कि निबिल आई एम सेलिंग दिस सॉफ्टवेयर, यू हैव एनी कस्टमर, नेवर. बट एट द सेम टाइम हैमरिंग मी एवरी टाइम, ऑटोडेस्क ये करेगा, कोरल ये करेगा, फलाना ये करेगा. So these are the beauty of the marketing. So, and two very important factor you have shown, that the CRM. CRM, I think in today's most of the time we are doing the what is the, when we receive any lead from the market, we don't ever believe in the offline analysis where we are where we should. और CRM के एक कदम पीछे अगर एक्सेल भी छोटा सा यूज कर लिया तो फ्री में दे रहा है वो.
Very
But
true.
madam, my question is for CRM now. For traders, those who are doing the business of 1 crore or 2 crore or 3 crore rupees, what kind of CRM you offered? Because when I approach the CRM people, I cannot quote the will on brand. उन्होंने मतलब ऐसा दिखाया कि मुझे
Yeah,
जैसे 10,000 करोड़ का प्लांट लगाना है. मैंने बोला सर मुझे चाय बनानी है, 10,000 करोड़ का प्लांट नहीं लगाना है. तो कैन यू
because there
जस्ट
are
सजेस्ट.
lot of free softwares on CRM which are available, which are from reliable companies. Like I
Oh,
can tell you, there is a company called as Zoho,
ah,
ZOHO.
ah.
So ZO, like Zoho is giving you a 5 user CRM free of cost to you.
Oh,
If your company is 5 to 10 people company, that 5 user is enough for you. And with
oh,
some monthly charges, you can extend it to 20 or 30 or 50. So
oh.
Reshma
you can
madam,
start using Zoho.
Reshma madam,
Anji,
what I suggest is, can you help us implementing Zoho for Baroda Management Association?
हाँ सर, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है.
ठीक है, thank you.
Yes, very soon.
Oh, that's a Zoho is our own Indian company and a great software.
It's a very
Wow.
and it's a beautiful solution.
Oh, fantastic. And second thing about what you said, the Tally accounting software. Do you think that the each and every trader should install the Tally software at office, or they should go for the outsourcing with the accounting side?
No, I will recommend you to have Tally. But Tally
Okay.
has its own limitation now because Tally needs a desktop.
Okay.
Doesn't work on mobile. And
Yeah.
trading, all types of companies are not like having the office and setup and everything. So
Ah.
many companies, what do they do is they at the end of the day they will select somebody and make the bill book entry. So there are some apps which are available. There is an
Okay.
app called as Vyapar. Have you seen that or not? I don't know.
Ah.
Vyapar.
Vyapar. Oh.
It's a free app.
Oh.
So it's a daily bill book entry and inventory entry. And it will
Oh.
give you a data which can be later on get connected to Tally.
Oh.
So maybe once in a week or once in 2 weeks, you can post that data to Tally later on. Even that
Oh.
Vyapar will give all the GST, advance books, and everything to you. It will
Oh.
take care of your inventory as well.
Oh.
So all these kind of solutions are available at the moment, which are in ample. Vyapar is one example, which I said, but that is not sufficient for me because my type of business is different. But
Okay.
my medical friends or chemical friends, whosoever having a stock, majorly stock, those people use Vyapar very well.
Okay. Oh, good. And the second suggestion you have given about the insurance, I think very, very, very important key position point, because during my job, my one of the colleague has the severe accident, and thanks to my company that they are offering 50 lakh rupees for personal accidental policy. And after 32 operation, company has spent 37, 38 lakhs on the save his life. अब 50 लाख का पर्सनल एक्सीडेंट पॉलिसी का क्या प्रीमियम होगा, बट एक आदमी की जान मेरे सामने मैंने देखा, यंग 23 years बॉय. I think insurance is not costing much more if you consider the money. Very important. And even like we do not talk about the corona, but in case of health or personal, actually personal accidental term insurance, something is required. You cover a very good important. The 2 point I have noticed CRM in insurance. Apart from this, no doubt, entire presentation. Frankly, at night 10 o'clock again, I will open the YouTube. And one good news, one bad news for Deepak Bhai. uh, Bad news is little bit bad that last week your Friday evening talk show has break the 11 years of record of participation side, because frankly YouTube people right now I have noticed that through Backbone's analytics side there are hardly 38 to 40 people are watching, but believe me madam, in next 3 hours this figure will go above 200.
Oh my God.
Last week within 11 hours, because next day morning I have checked, there are 216 people has watched YouTube. Same maybe today we will see, because of this pandemic situation everybody is running back to home around 7:15, 7:30. So Deepak bhai, live program on the FET is a good part, but bad thing is people are now also giving respect to the speaker. इस स्पीकर की पहली 5 मिनट सुनने के बाद बाकी की 50 मिनट यूट्यूब पे. That's the reason I received the one message in the chat box as well as in the mobile WhatsApp. The
यार
YouTube की लिंक
यूट्यूब लिंक
भेजिए.
भेजो, यूट्यूब लिंक भेजो, मेरे को भी मैसेज आया.
हाँ मेरे पास ये अभी ऑलरेडी आया तो मैंने बोला यूट्यूब लिंक भेजो.
से
तो
यूट्यूब में क्या होता है कि अगर नेट चला गया ना तो उसको रिकॉर्डेड मिलता है वापस, तो ही गेट द कंटिन्यूटी. हियर अगर नेट चला गया
right,
while driving, so he missed that lecture on Zoom. He will join
right.
again.
And
So in YouTube you don't
I
miss anything. You have a continuity
I
of
think
the lecture. और कुछ
I
समझ
think
में नहीं
Deepak,
आता है तो पीछे जाके भी कर सकता है वो. You can move back
that's
and listen it again. So I
Deepak bhai,
think
can we? I suggest very good suggestion. I can give you the. Can I give the suggestion first, because chairman को suggestion देना थोड़ा tough task रहता है.
अरे
मेरा
यार बोलो बोलो.
छोटा सा एक सजेशन है, विद परमिशन ऑफ द टुडे स्पीकर, कैन वी शेयर दिस प्रेजेंटेशन टू द मैनेजमेंट स्टूडेंट्स दोज हु आर कनेक्टेड विद बीएमए, बिकॉज ये बहुत अच्छा दीपक भाई, बाकी सारे मैनेजमेंट के फंडा के ऊपर होता है, बट ये ट्रेडिंग और ये सारी चीजें, एंड दिस इज द मोस्ट वैल्यूएबल मार्केट इन टुडे सिनेरियो. बट यस, मैंने देखा है स्पेसिफिकली आफ्टर एंट्री ऑफ टू बिग पोर्टल इन द ऑनलाइन बिजनेस, लेट्स इंडिया मार्ट, ट्रेड इंडिया एंड अदर पार्ट, कि एवरीबडी थिंकिंग दैट दिस आर, अरे इसमें क्या है ट्रेडिंग में, तो दो कैटलॉग लिया, दो प्रोडक्ट लिया, 25,000 रुपया दे दिया सॉफ्टवेयर के लिए, हो गया बिजनेस शुरू. एटलीस्ट फॉर दैट काइंड ऑफ पीपल की मेंटालिटी है कि दोज पीपल आर थिंकिंग दैट 4 साल के अंदर मैं ओडी और बीएमडब्ल्यू चला सकता हूँ. At least for them it's an eye opener, because it is trading in business is not as good as easy what people are thinking. ये प्रेजेंटेशन में काफ़ी ऐसी दीपक भाई चीज़ें जो मैनेजमेंट स्टूडेंट्स के लिए भी काफ़ी काम की चीज़ है. तो इफ स्पीकर परमिट अस, सो वी कैन शेयर दिस यूट्यूब लिंक.
परमिशन की जरूरत नहीं सर, प्लीज प्लीज व्हाट एवर यू फील लाइक.
So Deepak bhai, can we do? Yeah,
yes, we can do that.
yeah sir, yeah Deepak bhai, thank you very much. I
Hello.
think it's
Madam, thank you very much for accepting our invitation to be with us at Baroda Management Association. And I think that next year we and Nimilba is going to have more challenges, and there wherever we do women empowerment or maybe other programs, we may need your help, and people like you should come forward and support us.
It will be my pleasure. कभी भी बुला लो सर, आ जाएंगे.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for accepting
Thank
our
you so much, sir.
invitation.
Thank you.
I think that there are no other questions. So with this, I end this program. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.